Jeez, I'm sorry about that, guys. Connection went off all of a sudden. Yeah, the connection went off all of a sudden. I apologize. What the heck? Since when did I had a freaking free trial on this thing? Jeez, all right then, screw you. Dude, I'm telling you. This is me and this app is like me and this app is like the awkward father and son bonding. And if this wasn't YouTube, then I would gladly stick it up on you guys. Trial expired. Okay, then I don't care. Give me the low quality resolution in this app. God, I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna keep it like this. You're gonna have to suck it up, application IV cam. You're giving me a big of a bad time, and the connection is the salt in the wound right there. Jesus freaking Christ with this app and the internet. Of course, the connection is all good prior to the stream, but hey, I'm live streaming. Oh no, you cannot be relevant here. FPS, my dude. Screw you, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna suck it up. I'm in my review. Let me continue with the raw review. Apologize for the connection went out. It shouldn't happen again. If it does, then I'll just let it be. Do a short talking about, it wasn't me that fumbled on this review. It was the connection on the stream. But this is one of the reasons why I'm having such a bad time live streaming. I have everything, as you guys could see. It's obvious that I have everything: the setup, camera, you name it. It's just a connection and the application. This thing is, much of a struggle that is. Ridiculous. Am I still alive? Tell me I'm still alive. Tell me I'm still alive. I gotta be live. If not, then what am I doing? Am I even live? I am live. Sweet. Doesn't say that I'm live. Okay, now I'm live. Now I'm live in the channel. Alright, I'm gonna keep going because I only have 30 minutes left. 20 minutes. Yeah, alright, I guess I'm gonna keep it simple. Hell, screw my notes that I took from Monday Night Raw July 14. Screw those notes, I guess. Because I don't have much time here. So, yeah, Monday Night Raw, we have a backstage interview with Stephanie Valkyr, and Chelsea Green interrupts and taunts Stephanie. For some reason, I don't know why Chelsea Green is on WWE Raw. And she's there with the Secret Service, and I'll be sad. I'll be sad if Chelsea Green and the Secret Service are on Raw. I don't want them in Raw. I like them in Smackdown more. Every Friday. They're always there for me to laugh at. What's better in your opinion, Raw or SmackDown? It was Raw. Without a doubt, it was Raw. But now that SmackDown is 2 hours, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it was Raw. For now, it's still going to be Raw. So after that, we got a video promo with Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn, and I guess at least they're doing something with that story because it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Nikki Bella versus Chelsea Green. Fans chanted, "Let's go Chelsea," and you hear the young WWE fans chanting back, "Let's go Nikki." Nikki tried lifting Chelsea Green, but she had trouble doing so. But as Nikki Bella kind of botched it in the end, I just asked, what was that? As the match ended. So yeah, Nikki Bella wins against Chelsea Green. Backstage, we got the New Day still grieving for their loss as they try to give Adam Pearce some wigs. Adam Pearce took none of that and flipped that wig right there. And Adam Pearce saw Dominic and he wanted Dom to be cleared. That way he can face AJ Styles at SummerSlam for the IC Championship. And as you can see in the background, AJ Styles was praying behind him, and Dom saw AJ Styles praying. And Dominic proceeded to say to AJ, I'm not cleared. And Dominic began to pray. And he said, God, don't listen to him. Everyone laughed, and so did Michael Cole. It's faith, isn't it, Dominic? It's faith. Entertaining right there. AJ Styles is definitely carrying this feud as nothing was happening with the IC Championship. It's just there for now, and it's almost dead. The IC Championship in WWE, it's almost dead. So Hopefully AJ Styles gets the win at SummerSlam. Backstage interview with Rusev and Sheamus. Sheamus walks in and announced that he wants a rematch, a banger after banger right there. Rusev replies, I came here to dominate gold, not gingers. Gunther came out and asked who's next for the fan, and the fans chanted, you tap out. WWE being cautious, super cautious by blurring the fans, saying that Gunther tapped out when they thought that WWE thought that the fans were being a bit rebellious. Live on Netflix. Jeez, calm down. Calm down, WWE. Maybe tapped out is a bad word because they kept censoring that. Braun Breaker music hits and he comes out with Paul Heyman by his side. And I have to admit, his new theme song is quite a banger. Paul Heyman addresses Gunther that Braun Breaker will proceed to win the gauntlet match and go... he addresses Gunther that Braun Breaker will proceed to win the gauntlet match and go against Gunther. Two heels facing each other, huh? That's Paul Heyman's vision. So it's Braun Breaker versus Penta for the millionth time, but it's in the gauntlet match. Penta's out. So that's over with. Do something with Penta. Please do something with Penta. He's like, Penta in WWE is like their Orange Cassidy that just does bangers. LA Knight steps up versus Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker wins this one, of course. It's predictable. Jey Uso comes out and everyone yeets, and we go to commercial. Coming back from commercial, we see Jey Uso getting dominated by Bronson Reed. Getting dominated by Bronson Reed because Bronson Reed got involved in all this. No DQs, I guess, and Jey Uso was pinned to 3. The last one was CM Punk to come next in this gauntlet, and we go to commercial again. Back from commercial, I was like, all right, let's get this over with. Jey Uso came out to even the odds. Punk delivered the GTS to Bronson Reed. Punk wins, but Reed and Breaker beat Jey and Punk up, and fans chanted OTC. And Roman Reigns came back and returned. And it was something right there. That Raw was a solid 7.5. I don't know why Chelsea Green was on Raw. I enjoyed her being on SmackDown. I don't know what they're doing with the Kabuki Warriors all of a sudden. They just returned for Evolution, and they're still a thing. Oh, what a shame. Come on. Don't have these wrestlers returning in WWE not knowing what to do with them. And I thought that Braun Breaker would definitely win this gauntlet, since I'm not kind of a fan of gauntlet in WWE. And there's a lot of commercials, but we had a banger. Braun Breaker in the gauntlet match. Roman Reigns coming back. Saturday night's main event is a 2 out of 5 insignificant event. Evolution a 3 out of 5, maybe a 4, but that's because there was a lot of wrestling and I had to watch it right before Raw, since it was more significant than Monday Night Raw. No, it wasn't more significant than Monday Night Raw. Evolution was more significant than Saturday night's main event. And Goldberg is upset. I'll talk about that in a later on video. I'll talk about that in another video. But SmackDown was good. SmackDown was another banger as well. We start off with a car accident with Cody Rhodes, and yeah, we start off with a car accident. That was something. I might review SmackDown some other time because I just clearly don't have time. It's 3:37 and I have to end this at 4 a.m. Jeez, I'm in a time limit, guys. I'm always pressured to do things, even in my YouTube time as well. But hey, that's what it is. The AEW review was supposed to be posted Thursday, but no, the AEW review was supposed to be live right now, as you guys are seeing, but no, something. I guess I'll do a pre-recorded review of WWE, but I have to do a review of Ring of Honor, and maybe I'll do a short review of AEW Collision live. I'll do that live. No, I'll do Collision, Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor Go Home show, do Supercard of Honor, and the pre-recording. I'll play that live tomorrow night, Saturday, early hours to Sunday, because of course I don't have time in the daytime. I don't have as much as I want to have my own setup. I just don't have um my space to do my YouTube setup. It's always pack my bags, come and go into the living room, then the bedroom, do some tasks, do chores, all that stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna try my best. Now I'm gonna try my best to review tonight's SmackDown or last night's SmackDown, since I have a 10-inch 10-minute gap right here. So we started the show with a car accident that involved MFT, and it's all of a sudden like out of nowhere, like it's a Fox News coverage here, like 2020 when WWE did bizarre things in 2020. Cody Rhodes wanted to talk to Adam Pearce. I don't know why he was. I don't know why Adam Pearce was on SmackDown since he's usually on Raw. So, where's Nick Aldis? Where's Nick? Early footage of Alexa and Charlotte. Charlotte tells Alexa that not all is gone with them being a team. Charlotte talked to Adam Pearce for a match on SummerSlam. Charlotte told Alexa to be by her side, but they're still not friends. Charlotte versus Raquel Rodriguez, and Alexa Bliss agrees that she's going to be the cheerleader in this match. Raquel Rodriguez is in control in the first part of the match. Flair tries to go for the figure four on Rodriguez. Perez then hops up onto the apron, but Flair sends her crashing off with a kick. As the referee is distracted checking on Perez, Alexa Bliss gets the advantage and hits Rodriguez with one of her pom-poms and pulls her head, bouncing off the ropes. This gives Flair the advantage to roll up Rodriguez for the win. Alexa and Charlotte wins. Not Alexa and Charlotte, but Charlotte wins, most likely in this match. This match was as it's one of the singles actions, and it's a good thing that here's the good thing. I'm gonna be positive. It's a good thing that we didn't have Raquel Rodriguez winning since they're doing a great job with the story of Charlotte and Alexa being together. Still wondering how that's gonna play out for SummerSlam. Backstage with the cops informing Adam Pearce that Jacob Fatu is involved in on this. Adam Pearce acting tough. Jacob Fatu says Adam Pearce's acting was just tough on this one to watch. So I kind of got my notes a bit mixed up here. If I wasn't in a hurry, then I would have done this earlier tonight. I would have had enough time to do so, but here it is. Jacob Fatu replies, "No, I'm not going with you. I'm not going to jail." But Adam Pearce convinces Fatu to do it for his family. Just do it. It's not worth, throwing a fit over it. I don't know what is this. This is why you shouldn't skip any Raw nor SmackDown. This is why you shouldn't skip any show, because things like this come out of nowhere. They just happen. So with this weird accident, so bizarre this was. We have Friday Night SmackDown at the same time. It feels like I'm watching. Like this is what's supposed to be Friday Night SmackDown, but it feels like I'm watching one of those body cam channels, cops dealing with entitled people, giving society a hard time. Coming back from commercial, it's a Tiffany Stratton video package about the match for the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam against Jade Cargill. I want WWE to make me care more into both women, into this match taking place at MetLife, because it kind of feels lifeless. It was already said in the beginning at Night of Champions that Jade Cargill was already going to face Tiffany Stratton, and that's that. But you have to do more effort than just that to make me care. Please. All right. Damian Priest is walking in the hallways and confronts Carmelo Hayes and Carmelo Hayes warned Priest about this. Priest doesn't know why he was trying to play peacemaker, because that's not who he is. In fact, Priest is the guy that goes in the ring and shuts people's mouths like Melo. And Melo says to Priest that Priest won't have time for anything to celebrate because he won't shut his mouth. Kind of screwed up with the notes here. Forgive me, guys. I'm in a hurry right now. Priest proceeds to challenge Melo into a match as Melo accepts. We go to commercial again as Hayes makes his entrance. Coming back from commercial break, Damian Priest makes his entrance. Carmelo Hayes begins to rush onto Damian Priest further into this match as Melo drives Priest into the post in the corner. We go to commercial again. Coming back from commercial, Priest is punishing Carmelo Hayes. Priest slams Hayes onto the announce desk and then sends Hayes back into the ring before hitting him with the old school rope walk. But before he did that, he was on the ropes. Aleister Black then appears and knocks Priest off the ropes as the referee calls for the bell. The bell rings due to Aleister Black interfering, since this is WWE. They love doing their interference. Their match ending in a DQ due to interference. Aleister Black wasn't utilized well in AEW, and his recent activity in WWE, it was stale before this, and he was just there. You know, he was just there, just like Priest was in SmackDown in backstage segments. That was it. But here's the thing: hopefully, Aleister and Priest gets to pick up more and more, as I can see this as a match for SummerSlam or just an interesting feud on SmackDown. Who knows? Not everything will be at SummerSlam, but I guess will it be a 2-night event, or is that next year? Tons of announcements with WWE. Major announcements with WWE. So, yeah, we shall see how that goes. We got a video package of the Wyatt Six addressing the tag team SmackDown. Let them be their guide. You know? Coming back from commercial, we have Jacob Fatu coming back. We have Solo Sikoa coming out with the rest of the family. Fans chant OTC as Solo standing in the ring. There's no reason why Roman Reigns should be in on this. But yeah, this was an interesting segment with Solo Sikoa getting arrested. I'm gonna speed up through this as much as my my fingers are sore from writing these notes. I'm just gonna have to skip through this because I don't have much time. So, yeah, Jamie sneaks behind to help out Jacob Fatu because Fatu came in and it was proof that he wasn't arrested. So, yeah, that's that. I want you guys to look at this real quick. Look at that. Well, not that, but where is it? Where are you? Yeah, look at that. Look at that guy. That's The Rock's nephew right there. The stone or the pebble. You know? That's the Rock's nephew right there. Either his name is the Stone or the Pebble. You know? If you see what the pebble is frying. You know, it's so, yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, that was an interesting thing, seeing Solo Sikoa being arrested live on SmackDown. Entertaining. So, and Adam Pearce announced that Solo Sikoa will be defending his U.S. Championship against Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam in a steel cage. How awesome is that? You see, very interesting. After this, we saw a useless recap of the Logan Paul Jelly Roll on the whatever that was, the Jimmy Kimmel show. Going out, they brought it out. Who cares about that? You guys made me lose interest fully. You guys made me lose interest on Randy Orton and freaking Drew McIntyre by adding Logan Paul and Jelly Roll into this to give us a reason to care about these two. I don't. You ruined it. I don't want to watch Drew McIntyre tag team match against Randy Orton and having Paul and Jelly Roll into this. You ruined it. I don't want to see that. That's an easy miss for me. Stephanie Valkyrie versus Alba Fire. Of course, Stephanie Valkyrie wins. The highlight is your Devil's Kiss. Stephanie Valkyrie fits in to the WWE crowd like a glove. And that's that. She doesn't need to say a promo. Stephanie Valkyrie doesn't have to say a promo. All she has to do is just be there, and she's over just like that, apparently. But yeah, Stephanie Valkyrie wins this one. Match was a banger. Yeah. Just like that. I don't know why Stephanie Valkyrie's on SmackDown, though. I don't know why she's on SmackDown. So we have a backstage interview with the Street Profits and the tag team as well. After that, we got the tag team match. The tag team match was a banger with Andrade and Rey Fenix winning. So that was something right there. So that was something right there. Rey Fenix, though, he looks like he's wearing something to go for Saudi Arabia, but hey, it kind of looks interesting. Add a little bit of black right there for Rey Fenix ring gear. And that'll be an interesting thing to see as an action figure. Put that as an action figure. It looks similar. I got a notification, guys. Breaking news from All Elite Wrestling. Marina Shafir was caught off guard here. All Elite Wrestling is posting a lot of shorts from AEW Double or Nothing 2019, especially with Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes. Interesting. Ah, what a good time that was. What a good night. What a good night that was for Double or Nothing 2019. After that, we got Cody Rhodes and John Cena for a contract signing. Cody makes his entrance and doesn't wait no time forward to sign the contract. Then John Cena comes out, and John Cena puts out an excuse that he can't defend his championship at SummerSlam. But Cody takes no BS from this, and as John Cena was walking out backstage, Cody Rhodes says nope. Cody drags John Cena back into this, and he begins to brawl with John Cena and puts John Cena into the table. And as John Cena is laying there, Cody Rhodes takes the opportunity to take John Cena's hand and signs the contract, and it's official at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes versus Cena again for SummerSlam, and I'm gonna say it straight. The build up to SummerSlam the hype is just so off the roof right now. It's just awesome. And why am I saying this? Because this whole hype for SummerSlam, the hype was certainly not there before WWE WrestleMania and their weekly shows. Raw and SmackDown, the road to WrestleMania, that hype wasn't there. But the hype for WWE SummerSlam is there. So, and as much as people want to say that WWE SummerSlam shouldn't be or isn't like WrestleMania, I'm sorry, but I want to make light into this year. I want to make light into the year of 2025, as pro wrestling is not good in 2025. It is now. It kind of is now. Of course, now that we had post All In, post Supercard of Honor, post Evolution, Saturday night's main event, all that stuff. We're getting the build up for SummerSlam, so we're getting a turnaround here for both companies. AEW had their opportunity, but they blew it on Dynamite. Hopefully they don't. It's Collision or Ring of Honor or Dynamite, but WWE, they're definitely cooking up for SummerSlam, as they should have done for WrestleMania, but they're doing it for SummerSlam. But there's your review. Raw was a 7.5 out of 10. SmackDown, I'm giving SmackDown. I'm giving SmackDown a 7 out of 10. They just keep on building up the hype for SummerSlam, and the matches are there, adding a lot of matches, entertaining segments, banger tag team matches right there. Interesting. SmackDown was a solid 7. There we go, guys. I feel so bad that I had to skip through all my notes, my hard type notes by my fingers. My hands are tired from typing the notes, but that's that. Oh my god, there we go. That's our review right there for both Raw and SmackDown. I'm catched up. Man, I need a drink of water. I don't need that devil's kiss. Yeah, look at Piper Niven's face expression. Man, the fans love Stephanie Valkyrie. I love the Secret Service and Chelsea Green. Make America Chelsea again. That was an interesting thing right there. And definitely start to like the Judgment Day, especially Raquel Rodriguez. Please push Raquel Rodriguez. Make her into just like Rhea Ripley, please. Just like Stephanie Valkyrie, please. Tag team. Why does this look like the background of a Sam's Club? You know, there's your food court right there. And that shirt that Candice has is just awesome. It looks cute on her. Looks sick. Look at this. Action figure right there. Should put that. Of course, it would have mixed reactions. But there we go, guys. There's my review all in one. Look at this. You could take this image out of context and boom, there you go. This guy has to be a wrestler. Look at him. He must be Samoa Joe's little brother. Look at that. And, all right, we have relatives. We have The Rock's nephew, the Pebble. If you see what the Pebble is frying. And we see Samoa Joe's little brother. Look at that. Guys, there we have it. There we go. There's my Raw and SmackDown review because our time is up. I have to call it a night. Of course, I'm gonna be relaxing. I just don't have much time to be here on the airwaves live. But hey, I tried my best, guys. Comment down if you guys your thoughts and opinions of Raw and SmackDown. But that's it. I'm catched up. All I have to do is my Saturday night's Collision review and the Ring of Honor. That's it. That's that. I'm done. I am done. I'm done. So, there it is. This camera is causing me freaking problems. I don't know why. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and the Nightrider review, episode 1. The Nightrider review is always going to be live. It's always going to be live. Or maybe it's going to be it doesn't have to be live. It could be taped. The reason why it's called Nightrider review is because I'm always up late at night, and that's what it is. That's what the show is. But yeah, dang. My time is up, guys. I have to go. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight's review. And I'll hit it with the music as I end tonight's show. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, I'm very disappointed. But at the same time, I had no other choice, man. I had no other choice. Forgive me. Forgive me. But it had to be done. It had to be done. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys until the next one. This rock song, enjoy this rock song. Replay this thing. I swear that my streams are not going to be like this. They're not always going to be like this, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for joining tonight.
Humano de las nubes, nubes de algodón, dejando el fondo azul. Con tanto sol, no puedo caminar, siento que las venas me van a explotar. Me falta. Even though the doors are falling off their hinges, they're still
Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night. Definitely don't catch that. Not in the best way that I wanted this to go out, but hey. It wasn't the best way I wanted this to go out, but hey, it is what it is. Sorry about that, guys. It is what it is. I'm catched up. Thank you guys. It won't be like this, I promise. Maybe I should stick to recording. But that would suck.
Even though I'm no judge of character, I know what